Will something like this even last that long out in Las Vegas?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out. On this recess, we're going to Universal Horror Unleashed at Area 15, Las Vegas.
Do you think we can gamble in there?
We'll see if it's worth the cost and your time to visit on your next Vegas vacation.
The staff here, I don't know. Some are helpful, some are not.
We'll try the food, drinks, and meet some of the locals.
Why do you ask stupid questions?
I'm stupid.
Subscribe to our channel for more fun videos and join our YouTube membership for extra perks.
You know what time it is. It's recess time.
All right, we've made it to Zone 2 of Area 15. Now, Zone 2 is the huge mega expansion of the already massive Area 15 entertainment district. Zone 2 is gonna consist of so many different things, but right now, the only thing that's open in Zone 2 is the Anchor Horror Unleashed. Now, like I said, there are gonna be some really cool additions in Zone 2, including a museum of ice cream, a Nacho Daddy, and a restaurant inside that actual 747 fuselage behind me. That's gonna be insane. You're gonna be able to eat in there. They're gonna have a DJ spinning underneath it. This place is wild, but we're not here for all of that. We're here for Horror Unleashed, Universal Destination's newest addition to Las Vegas, the first of its kind, a year-round haunt. I'm scared, I'm nervous. Let's go check it out.
It's so cool to see Area 15 expanding, y'all. We first came here, it was a couple years ago, we did Omega Mart, which was so fun, but to see now Zone 2, and it's got its own vibe.
It does, and there's so many cool additions, like I said, but the one that we are here for today, it's Universal Horror Unleashed. I see it right in front of us. It's a massive 110,000 square foot warehouse with 4 haunted houses, 2 bars, 2 restaurants. There's so much to see and do in there. We're gonna tell you everything about it and whether or not you should come do this when you're in Las Vegas. All right, before we head inside and get the pants scared off us, I am really nervous. I've actually never done Halloween Horror Nights before. I'm not big for haunted stuff, but that's not the point here. The point is to talk about probably what you're wondering most. How much does this cost? There are several different ticket types and several different prices for Universal Horror Unleashed. Now they have a one-time access pass, which gets you into each haunted maze one time, and that's gonna be $69. It's only $59 if you're a Nevada resident though. Or you could do what Abed and I did and get the all access pass. That pass gets you unlimited access into the haunted houses, so we can go as many times as we want. That was $99 plus tax. So a few different ticket options, but you know, whether you want to go one time or you want to go as many times as you want, Horror Unleashed has you.
But how does this compare to other attractions here at Area 15? If you're at Zone 1, you've got Omega Mart, which is $45 to get in. Now, of course, if you're a Nevada resident, if you're a local, you get in a cheaper price, but we're not. So those of you coming in, that's something to consider. Now, we are super excited. We come to Vegas a lot, and we debated whether or not to come here because obviously everything's gotten so expensive. Is it worth spending $129 each to get into this? Granted, yeah, we could have gotten a cheaper ticket price, but let's see if this is worth it. I'm scared, I'm excited. We've seen some stuff online, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Comment down below. Was this a stupid idea? We don't know yet. I'm so curious of whether or not this actually survives. Las Vegas has had year-round haunts, like we said, but the question is, can Universal be the new icon of Area 15? For the longest time, Omega Mart has been the pillar, the flagship of Area 15. Now in Zone 2, you've got Horrors Unleashed. So yeah, I don't know. Universal is a name brand. People know who they are. Can they pull this off? Is it worth your money, your time? And if you're coming out here, there is very little shade. They do have Looper Bar, which does have a canopy, but there is very little shade here, and it is hot, y'all. It is August. This is the only shaded spot so far. It is hot. They do have Mister's fans. Chris got us some Area 15 water. I'm sure it was like $1,000. We'll find out in a minute, but whew, it's hot. Come on in.
Do I have to? All right, here we go.
That scared me.
That's so cool.
Oh my God.
All right, well, we just walked in and it already started. I see the bar, super well themed. Very, very atmospheric in here. I'm already a little nervous and scared.
Yeah, you heard my scream. I screamed. I wasn't expecting that the moment you walk in. And there's another person. They're all over the place. Oh my
The
God.
vampire queen.
Oh, oh my. Hi. Hi. Oh, no. Okay. Ah! Ah!
All right, we are here at the Boiler, which is the bar front and center as you walk in to Universal Horror Unleashed. This is such a well-themed bar. This is so cool. And they have a really nice menu of drinks. Now, drinks are gonna run you about $19 here, which is typical for Las Vegas. It's nice because they're not pre-batched. They actually are mixing them right here in front of us. Mixologists making the drinks. And I got the Harvester of Sorrow, which is a bourbon-based drink. It's got Maker's Mark, Jack Daniel's Fire Whiskey. It's also got apple puree and sparkling lemonade. So that sounds very autumnal. I bet it's gonna taste like fall. And look, this is so cute. The coasters are Jack, who is a very well-known mascot of Halloween Horror Nights. Again, this is my first HHN anything, but I hear that Jack is really important. So, you know, go easy on me in the comments. I'm new to this, okay? All right, let's taste this drink. Oh my God, 10 out of 10. It tastes like apple pie. That is amazing. Holy cow, that is so good. It's a little bit sweet, but honestly, so good. Cinnamony, appley. It's got a little bit of kick from the bourbon. That's amazing. Oh yeah, gets you in the Halloween spirit.
Yo, you may not know this about me, but I'm a huge Phantom of the Opera fan. I love it. It's my favorite musical. And of course, he's one of the Universal monsters. And they have a Phantom Espresso Martini. Now, this is non-alcoholic. The bartender was really nice. He was able to make it an alcoholic beverage, I'm sure for an upcharge, but let's see how it tastes. Wow, that is creamy. This is delicious. I love espresso martinis. I kind of needed a pick-me-up, something to get me through these haunted houses here. And I think this is the drink to do it. We thought about tequila shots, but we're thinking we'll save that maybe at the halfway point. We're probably gonna need some tequila shots. We're here with some friends. We're gonna go through the mazes together, support each other, get through it. And of course, these drinks are only gonna help.
So here at Horror Unleashed, it's kind of cool. Every place that's not a maze is essentially a giant scare zone. So even here at the bar, there are characters walking around, interacting with people, scaring you. So you're not safe at the bars or the restaurants. There's characters walking around everywhere, which is really, really neat and creepy because they just like creep up right behind you. But there's vampires flying above us. There's so much stuff going on, sensory overload. But we're getting our liquid courage before we go into our first maze. I'm not ready. I'm less scared now.
Right?
But I'm still scared. All right, and for those of you that don't know me, when I get scared, I get like really quiet. So Ben's like, this is the quietest you've ever been. You're not yappy at all. Because I just like sit there and internalize everything. I'm not a screamer. I don't like scream when I get scared. I just get really quiet. So yeah, I've been really silent so far.
Just so we're clear, I'm the opposite.
Yeah, well, we'll see when we go into our first house. I think we're about to go do Scarecrow the Reaping.
Right.
All right, and luckily, we don't have to do this alone because Abed has been known to leave me alone inside haunted houses and run away. So luckily, we're here with our friends, James and Paul.
Hi, guys. We're going to send Paul first. You know, that way the rest of us can cower behind him.
That's right. Me and Paul are going to go first, and Abed and James are just going to laugh at us as we get scared.
I mean, honestly, I'll go behind Paul if you want me to. Like, I mean, it's not a big deal because, like I said, in my experience with haunts, the further you are in the back, the least likely they are to, like, try and get you.
I will say this. This is definitely something that I enjoy, but I do scream like a girl. So
Like a little girl.
you're gonna hear shrieks or whatever, but we can't film inside, so
So, no, you didn't.
reenact it.
So you didn't
Yeah,
hear it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nothing was ever heard.
Yeah. Actually, nobody was scared in the houses at all. All right, so far, we've been at the Boiler Bar, and our experience has been fantastic. The bartenders, 10 out of 10, so attentive, really knowledgeable about the drinks. They'll help you find something that you really like, and the drinks tasted amazing. The theming of the Boiler Bar is great. Every few minutes or so, the boiler actually goes off and like emits a bunch of smoke and makes a bunch of noise. So really well themed. really sets the ambiance as the centerpiece for Horror Unleashed. I'm ready to go do a maze now that I've had a drink.
Oh, I thought you were feeding me. Sorry. I'm starving. It's great.
What do you eat?
Whatever's available. Sometimes you gotta find yourself a meal. But I come prepared.
Oh my God.
Thought I had this on me.
Oh my God.
I got this from the restaurant, actually. Speaking of meals, had to make myself a steak. Yeah. I don't like really eat anything cooked. It's a little too much work.
Right.
It's a lot of work just making the meal. You know what I mean? First time here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, me too. I'll be honest, not really sure how I got here. Name's Robert. Some
Nice.
people call me Bob.
Nice to meet you.
Funny thing though, I prefer Robert. Bob's a little too casual, too friendly. Never really been one to have a friend before. Yeah, not one that stuck.
Well, you got friends now.
Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy your time here.
Thanks.
For however long that lasts.
Oh.
Well, I gotta go return this, if you know what I mean.
All right, so I'm a little lost. I'm gonna ask for some directions. So. Hi, I'm lost. Can you help me? Which way should I? I'm looking for. Okay. All right. Okay. So the staff here, I don't know. Some are helpful, some are not.
All right, I think we're ready to hit our first maze. I'm not ready, but I think we're gonna go to our first house, Scarecrow the Reaping. Now, this is a fan favorite back from 2022, I believe, from past Halloween Horror Nights. All of these houses are fan favorites, but Scarecrow the Reaping was widely regarded as one of the scarier houses. So I think we're gonna get rid of the first house, the scariest house first. Let's go. I'm not ready, but let's go. All right, we're in line for Scarecrow the Reaping. Now, one thing to know, there are lines here, similar to HHN, but they're not crazy long. Now, we're here at a sold out time. They do timed entries, so you buy your ticket for a specific time to come in and experience all 4 mazes. So I think it alleviates the crowds a little bit, but expect to wait in a little bit of a line, especially if it's busier. But this line doesn't look crazy long. All right, and because we can't film inside the houses, James and Paul are going to dramatically reenact what happens inside Scarecrow the Reaping.
Oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's why he always goes first, because it makes me laugh and makes me not scared.
Yeah, I love being the bait. I'm just gonna say, I'm a little bit of a masochist and I enjoy that.
You are the sacrificial lamb.
All right, we just got out of Scarecrow the Reaping, our first ever Halloween Horror Nights-esque house. My first ever Universal haunt. And oh my God, it was so much fun, so scary. I just have to give a big shout out to Paul, and James and Paul Try It All, for being the brave soul to go in front of everybody. He got the majority of the scares, and it really helped me out to kind of see it coming, but it still scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And I have to say the set design and the production design in that maze was so good. The detail was crazy. It was long, way longer than I thought it would be. I thought like, oh, this is the end. And it just kept going. And then you got into the corn maze where like sticky stalks of corn were hanging down and you had to push your way through it. All in all, I loved it. It was so much fun, but really scary.
Yeah, I would say pro tip, if you don't want to be as scared, be in the back of the group because you see everything coming. So for me, it was a breeze. I was like, oh, okay. Because they don't really mess with you when you're in the back. And we're a group of 4.
Yeah, they don't. The front definitely got the brunt of it, but I'm excited for the other 3 houses now. Now I see why people do this.
Yeah, so that means you're going in the front.
Yeah, this is just false confidence though. I'm sure this demeanor will change the minute we get into the next one.
Well, let's go. Oh my God. What's going on?
It's a killer cheerleader. Listen, if you're gonna push me, we're not doing this.
All right, so there are scare zones and we're walking through one right now and you never know who's gonna come out and just kind of do something, but they're not gonna touch you or anything, but this is our taste of HHN and I'm really nervous. Our friend's coming back. He's the one that was wielding the knife. Hey, oh, now he's got a rope.
Sorry about that.
Now he's got a rope.
I
Yeah,
just gotta keep these things secured.
nice seeing you again.
Just noticed that your shoe size is the same as mine.
No, they're not.
Oh, no.
They're not the same.
I'll
They're
squeeze into them.
No. Oh,
Wait, is he propositioning you?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, we are here at Rough Cuts, which is a quick service restaurant right outside the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. And appropriately named because, hello, cannibals, you're gonna eat some barbecue. Are you really eating meat? Who knows? One fun fact is the gas station from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is located about 30 minutes from where we live in Austin, Texas. It's in Bastrop. And they actually turned the original gas station into a barbecue restaurant also. So this is appropriately themed. And I think we're gonna grab something to eat here before we head into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We gotta get some fuel. So let's get some barbecue. Against our better judgment, we are gluttons for punishment. We got the rib. Now it is a beef rib, and we're Texas boys, and we love our Texas barbecue, so we're gonna be harsh critics here. But it's $17. We'll see how good of a value it is. That is kind of expensive, but you know, if it's a beef rib, maybe it's not that expensive, depending on how big it is. It's got like a Coca-Cola glaze, so it might be a little sweet. I'm very curious. All right, it's the life of a content creator. You have to light your food, guys. Come on.
All right, so this is a hefty boy. I will say this is not a traditional like Texas beef rib. We're used to them. They're massive. They're way more expensive. This was $17, so we'll say that. Don't expect to get like something you would get in Austin. So we're coming into this with, you know, set expectations, but I have to say I'm really surprised with the portion for $17. So 1 point goes to Horror Unleashed for that, but let's see if it's tender. Let's see how it tastes. Okay.
There's avocado, there's
Definitely not.
there's
All right, we're gonna have to knife it. Okay. Okay, that was not very tender at all. I literally had to like saw it off. Maybe that's the theme. It's on theme because you have to like knife it. Of course, it's a plastic knife. It is what it is, but it smells good.
But I will say
The sauce is like a cherry cola barbecue sauce. Well, let's see if it tastes good. This is a skip. It's $17. It is really hearty. I will say it was way more tough than I would like. It's not smoked at all. It's essentially roasted. For $17, I guess it is kind of a value if you really just want a hunk of protein. But that cherry cola sauce just took me right out. I should have known I wasn't gonna like it because I don't really like sauce with my barbecue. But I don't know. For theme park food, it's probably passable, but it wasn't very tender. And the sauce was just a little too much for me. But Chris, maybe you like it.
All right, I'm not gonna be as harsh as a bed. I actually like that. The cola sauce is a little over the top as far as the sweetness factor. So, you know, if you like sweet and sticky, that might be for you. Like a bed said, we're kind of like no sauce on barbecue boys. It was not that tender, but the flavor was okay. The meat flavor was decent. I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. It was average. All right, so James and Paul let us try their torta called the Shoulder. It's an al pastor. It's got pineapple, al pastor. It's in a little torta roll. I'd give it like 3.5 out of 5. It was decent. I liked the pineapple, the flavor that added to it. It was a little bit of a dry al pastor, like the sandwich was a little dry. The pineapple added a little bit of moisture that it needed, but overall, pretty average. It's honestly like average food. I'd give it like higher marks if you're comparing it to theme park food, but for Las Vegas food, it's definitely not cutting the mustard so far. We haven't tried the sit-down restaurant, but the barbecue restaurant, just okay.
I gotta say, so far the food has been very mid. You're in Las Vegas. We're gonna talk about our thoughts in the end, but you know, we'll see. We're gonna try way more food. We've got more drinks to try, but we're here for the haunts. We're here for the experience. We'll let you know, especially for those coming out to Vegas, whether or not you should do this. We're having a blast so far, so there's still way more. We've only done one house. How are you? How's it going?
Doing mighty fine.
Yeah?
How are y'all doing?
We're doing great.
Doing great.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to change that now, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
Hopefully.
My name's Piper.
Piper.
Piper, okay, hi.
This here's my brother Bucket.
Bucket, why is your name Bucket?
Why do you ask stupid questions?
I'm stupid.
Clearly.
You know, follow your dreams. Listen to.
Could be because you looked at me funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Could
good.
be because I was bored.
But we didn't do that.
Could be because I don't like your shoes.
My shoes are great. Come on now.
You know, folks like to think they got all this control over what happens to them.
Yeah.
Sugar, if I decided right now that you were done for,
I'd be open.
ain't a damn thing you could do about it.
Would it help to let you know we're Texas boys?
That's right.
No.
No, that makes it worse.
We don't care where people are from. We don't discriminate.
But we're local.
Oh, that's good. They're
someone
equal
needs
opportunity killers. I love it.
They get hurt.
Oh,
Simple.
I love it.
All right.
No discrimination here.
yeah. Oh, would you look at the time? Would you look
Oh,
at the time? We gotta go.
you got to go to another house.
We gotta go. Bye,
It
guys.
was lovely seeing you guys.
Bye, guys.
Hopefully we run into you guys again. Okay. You know?
Bye. No, you stay there.
Okay. All right, bye,
No,
guys.
you stay there. Thank you.
All right, we just finished Exorcist the Believer. I've never seen that movie, but James and Paul both said that that house was better than the movie. Apparently the movie set a very low bar though. It was really good. Honestly, the actors in there were great, and the little vignette that they have you do, no spoilers, but the little vignette scene that they have you stop in the house to watch was really well done. The effects were great, the scares were good. My adrenaline is still pumping from some of those. I knew they were coming and they still got me, but that was fun. It was a fun house. I think I like Scarecrow the Reaping the best so far out of the houses that we've done, but Exorcist Believer was decent. It was good.
I've done things in Austin, but never to this level. That was scary, and I don't know. If this is still a taste, we still got 2 more houses. I'm really, really scared about Texas Chainsaw. They're on a break right now. The actors, they're kind of switching out, so everything's kind of closed. Anywhere between 5:30, they said, around that time each day. That's when they're going to have essentially shift change. So keep that in mind if you're coming, so you can time everything right. Especially if you don't have a lot of time here. Around 5:30, some of the houses, if not all of them, will shut down. But we're going to take a little break, see what's open, and see what else we're going to get into. But that was frightening.
All right, behind me is the sleigh stage, and this is where the show takes place. Jack and Chance, HHN. Of course, it's hosted by Jack, the HHN icon.
The energy, the excitement, the thrill of an impending kill, and I'm not talking about a Las Vegas wedding, baby. Are the victims in place?
And it was a fun show, very Vegas-y. The performers were great. There were some really cool dancing acts.
Contestant 2 is dying to perform.
I hope it kills.
Go!
I remember when.
Very entertaining, lots of cool dancing, music, and it lasted for almost 20 minutes. The show takes place on a stage in the middle of the warehouse.
I think they both deserve one final chance.
What do you think? If you want to see them perform for their lives one more time, scream it loud, say, hell yeah, Chance! Hell yeah!
It's kind of in the round, so no matter where you stand, you're gonna get a good vantage point of part of the stage. And you know what? It did take up a good amount of time. The timing of this was actually really good because the houses right now between 5:30 and 6 are kind of on a break for the scare actors to take breaks. So they have this show, so it kind of occupies some of the time. It was really, really good, really entertaining, and like I said, really appropriate for Las Vegas. Really good.
The only thing I will say is that it starts at Jack's Bar, I think, and then it kind of goes around, and I would say, I don't want to say about a third or half of the show is actually on the other side. So there was someone with a hula hoop. I don't know, I didn't get to see it, but the best vantage point might actually be somewhere in the middle where you get to see a little bit of both. Now it ends on the stage, but a good portion of, I'd say 30% of the show is on that side and behind the bar, behind the stage. So keep that in mind. If you want to see everything, you might have to kind of move around with the show.
Get off the stage! Jeez, everybody wants a trophy.
Yeah, so we're heading to Jack's Bar right now. We figured while we wait for shift change to happen, we got to get something to drink. We are parched. We're parched right now.
All right, we're here at Jack's Bar, taking a little break. This is nice. We have a huge booth. This booth is enough for 10 people, but you know what? We took it. We're not feeling bad about it. But anyway, I got the Grave Robber. The Grave Robber is 2 types of tequila, and it's got guava, it's got lime. I'm very interested because the presentation is gorgeous. It's got a little orchid on top, some berries, and I love a good tequila drink. From the reviews that I've seen so far, it's basically just like a margarita, but let's give it a try. That's exactly what it tastes like, a berry margarita. I don't really taste much of the guava. The tequila is very hidden in here. You don't really taste it at all. which I guess is a good thing, but could be dangerous. Tastes like juice, honestly. That's really good. It's a little bit sweet, but if you like your margaritas on the sweet side, you're gonna really like this. I'll give this drink a 4 out of 5.
We're here at Jack's Bar, so I got Jack's Juice. Jack's Juice has Mount Gay rum. This is gay? Guys, we're taking a break. We're here at the bar. I swear this is only my second drink, but I had to get me something a little juicy and nothing like a little rum to get the juices flowing. We still have 2 more houses here at Horror Unleashed, so let's give it a shot. Oh my God. Stir it. Stir it before you drink it. One more sip. Oh, this is good. This is delicious. It is super sweet though. If you don't like sweet drinks, avoid this like the plague. But if you like yourself a fun like tiki type drink, you're gonna absolutely love this. The rum is good. Everything is well balanced. This is a 5 out of 5, but I love sweet things and you're gonna have to like sweet drinks to enjoy this, but this is delightful. But seriously, this drink is good. Jokes aside, Jack's Bar, there's so much going on right now. We're gonna finish up our drinks and then we're gonna see what else we can get into. I think shift change is over. So hopefully we can get into Texas Chainsaw and some of the other houses. There's only 2. We're saving the best for last. But I don't know. Like at this point, we're having a lot of fun. More fun than I thought I was gonna have, especially given how much we paid to get in here. Again, we were not hosted, like we paid full price. But I don't know. So far, this has been a very fun recess.
All right, so we're in the merch store and they have merch for all of the houses. And they also have some random merch like Chucky and Bride of Chucky. Maybe that's an IP they'll bring later on, or maybe they're just trying to get rid of it. I don't know. The only thing really scary inside the merch store are the prices, am I right?
Yeah, you gotta think like between the Bates Motel and then the Chucky stuff, and there's like some, I don't know. Are these Easter eggs? Are these the future houses coming to Horror Unleashed? I don't know, but we found a couple things. We'll show y'all what we got, but the merch in here, jokes aside, is actually pretty good. But you know, I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm really not. Universal Studios knows how to do merch. It's a theme, you know, they have theme parks and stuff, so it's not surprising. Okay, I understand. I know we're at Horror Unleashed, but this is Chucky. This is a beanie, right? They're selling all this merch, and they've got it, you know, marketed with the Horror Unleashed thing. I guess they have to because that's where this is being sold. But is this an Easter egg? There's this and the Bates stuff. Like there's the Bates Row, Bates Motel. Is this coming? Coming soon.
All right, so we got a little haul, 2 things. There's a lot of merch in here though, I was surprised. But we had to get a poker chip because we're in Vegas, hello. That's so cool. And we had to get the magnet, and the magnet, as you saw, turns. It's like a little roulette wheel. So very Vegas inspired Horror Unleashed merch and very modest.
Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, nope. All right, so we got in at 4 o'clock, which was our time, a little before 4 because they let us in. And now that we put it up with a 6 p.m. crowd, the lines have gotten so big because honestly, you can't do everything in a couple hours. And they shut everything down for shift change. So a lot of the houses, in fact, all of them shut down at like 5:30. So keep that in mind. If you're coming around that time, I would say anywhere between 5:30 to 7 p.m., it's going to get really crowded. It was pretty empty, but now it was sort of the passing between the previous crowd and then the new crowd that's come in for like the later evening showtimes.
I will say though, despite the lines being a little bit longer, they're still nowhere near as long as in a theme park. Like we're not talking 2-hour lines here. They'll probably move, you get in them in like 15, 20 minutes. So they may look a little scary, but honestly, they're not that bad. Up next is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's our home house. We love it. Actually, fun fact, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 1974 version, the original house was like 1 mile away from where I grew up in Round Rock, Texas. So pretty cool fun fact. I saw it every day as a kid. It's since been torn down and moved to another city, Kingsland, Texas, but you can still go see it. And in Bastrop, Texas is the original gas station from the film. So we live really close to the original filming locations, and I think they recreated them in that house, so it'll be cool to see. I really like that. It's based off the 1970s film, not the newer ones, but it was really neat to see the gas station recreated, the house recreated, tons of Leatherface action in there, chasing you around with chainsaws. The little vignettes are cool, so kind of like Exorcist, that have spots where you kind of stop and watch a scene play out. Really, really, really good. The set design is amazing. That's one thing I'm really impressed about with Horror Unleashed. They went all out. The production design in these houses is so good. I don't know if that's how it normally is at Universal HHNs, but here in Vegas, for the first time for me seeing this stuff, very impressed with the level of detail that they're putting into this. We saved the best house for last, I think, the Monsters house, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre, really, really fun to go through. Scary, made me jump several times, but really fun.
You know us as the Martini Boys. Call us the Spooky Boys now, right? Should we do that? Is that a thing now?
All right, last but not least, our final house of the evening, Universal Monsters. I think we saved the best for last, so let's go check it out.
I gotta say, we did save the best for last. I don't know, we have the unlimited. On our way out, we might just do it again before we film our final thoughts. And y'all, we have a lot to say about this, so keep watching. But I have to say, the Universal Monsters house, to me, was the best one. Granted, it's the one that I really was closest to. Every single house, the production design, the props, the actors, like everything has been amazing. Now, we've only done little haunted houses in Austin, Texas. We've never done anything Universal. This was our first taste. So when we do HHN in a few weeks, like we'll let you know our thoughts on everything. But just experiencing this for the first time from the makers of HHN, like I'm really impressed. Universal Monsters, throughout the entire experience, each monster has an iconic scene. Everyone gets their flowers. To me personally, Phantom is my favorite. That entire scene was just amazing.
All right, the Phantom of the Opera section was really good. So was the Hunchback, but I'm a Creature from the Black Lagoon girly. That part was amazing. All of it was so well done. Like I said, each monster gets their flowers and their own moment to shine in the house. That house was so well done. Really long too, a lot longer than I thought it would be. And a great way to cap off our night here at Universal Horror Unleashed. Like I said, we do have some final thoughts. We have a lot to say about this house. And is this something that can sustain in Las Vegas? Or is this going to be doomed to the same fate as the Goratorium? All right, so we're here inside the Blumhouse restaurant. It's kind of a sit-down restaurant right next to the stage. Pro tip, get here early or put your name on the list and then go do some houses. Because right now the wait's about an hour and a half, which is a little bit too long for Ben and I. We've been here for a while. We probably should have done that first, but learn from our mistakes. The restaurant does get packed, very busy. There's some really cool Blumhouse stuff. A Megan photo op, The Purge, the Black Phone, lots of really cool Blumhouse properties that you can take pictures with. And the food looks decent from what we've seen just walking around. So definitely check it out. You know, give it a shot. But like I said, put your name on the list early or get here early. And, you know, if you have to wait a long time, go do some other houses. Ben and I just don't have it in us tonight. We're very tired. We've been here for a while, but we've had such a fun time. We are finished with Universal Horror Unleashed, our first haunt experience. And I have to say, we had a blast. It was so much fun in there. The houses were so immersive. The drinks were great. The food was okay, but the overall experience was really, really fun. It also helps that we had a great group of people with us. So shout out James and Paul. Thanks for going through all of the mazes with us. It really helped us out for being newbies. So the question that everyone's wondering is, will something like this even last that long out in Las Vegas? And the answer to that is, it depends. I think it really depends on how often they cycle through the houses and change them up. You know, word on the street is, because this is a black box space, they can do whatever they want in here. They can change the mazes up, they can put new IPs in, they can decorate them for seasonal stuff. So I think it's up to Universal on how often they refresh Horror Unleashed, and that will really drive how many people come here. Because if they don't update this that often, I think it's really not going to be a place that has a high repeatability. Once you do it, and you do it one time, even if you do it a couple times within the same night, the likelihood of you coming back on the next time if everything is the same is probably pretty low.
Ultimately, for me, it doesn't have very much repeatability. If you are going to come out here, don't get, I don't recommend getting the unlimited pass. We only went through once. Now, if you really feel strongly, you watch some of the walkthroughs, like you're going to want to go through some of these houses again and again, then definitely get it. But for us, we only went through once. The line for dinner was like really long. And I would say just get like the standard pass, come in one and done for each of the houses. It's probably more than enough for most people that aren't like diehard fans, which would be me. And when it comes to the drinks and food, if you're on a budget, I would just eat, enjoy things outside of Vegas. There's so many other options. Watch our videos, you'll find them, because the food in there was essentially subpar. The drinks were okay, but maybe they'll tweak that. They'll bring in some more stuff later. But in a city that has so many choices for entertainment, A+, that was fabulous. I had a great time, but some of the other stuff was kind of lacking. So if you're coming out, especially if you're on a budget, but you really want to experience this, keep that in mind.
I have to agree with the bed. The price for the ticket that we paid, $99 plus taxes and fees for the unlimited access pass, I don't think that's really worth it. That's pretty expensive. And if you have a group of people, you're gonna rack up easily $400 or $500. Not to mention the food and drink inside is expensive. You're paying Vegas prices and theme park prices. You're paying $19 a drink. We paid $17 for a little rib. That gives you an idea of what you're gonna pay for food and drink inside, and that's on top of the cost of your ticket. So maybe opt for the single access that's only $59 for Nevada residents or $69 for out-of-state residents. That's a little bit more palatable. I don't know if you're gonna go through those haunts more than once, unless you're a super fan of these, right? Because these are recycled haunts from previous HHNs and IPs that people that are familiar with HHN have probably seen before.
And with that, apparently Area 15 does not exist. It says it on the truck, but we had so much fun. Thank you, James and Paul from James and Paul Try It All. Y'all make sure to go subscribe to their channel, watch their content. They were so great. We had so much fun here. Yes, some things we liked, we didn't like, but at the end of the day, we are privileged to be able to come to Vegas and have a good time and bring you guys along with us. So we do hope you enjoyed this video. We've got so much more to show from Las Vegas, cruising, theme parks, and more. So hit that subscribe button. If you want to join the Random Fandom or YouTube memberships, click that link, join. We've got so many fun things to show you all there too. So that being said, like we always say, just remember, no matter what's going on, to live life one recess at a time.